Morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for joining me for another monthly net worth update. It has been a couple months. The last time I did one of these videos was March 2024. It is now June 2024. So today's video is going to be a net worth update from May 2024. So let's go right ahead, jump right into the numbers. To recap from March 2024, my net worth at the end of that month was $123,813. The equity that I have in the condo I own here in Calgary sits at $57,114. That is an increase from March of $921. My RRSP, or Canadian Registered Retirement Savings Plan, sits at $54,638. That is a pretty significant decrease from March of $2,560. And we're going to talk a little bit about why that went down quite a bit. Next is my DCPP, or Defined Contribution Pension Plan. So similar to my RRSP, these are Canadian retirement funds, if you don't know. And they are both 100% invested in VEQT, or the Vanguard All Equity Fund. So that account sits at $4,211. That's a very slight increase from March of just $50. Next up is my TFSA, or tax-free savings account, that sits at $93, slight increase from March of just $3. So in this account, I have a single stock called Cielo Waste Solutions. It, hasn't been doing well. I've probably lost unrealized about $4,200 in this. So I've kind of written it off. I don't really pay much attention to it. I do include it in these figures just because I always have, but I am hoping to add more into my TFSA in the coming months. My final account, which is my cash account, sits at a balance of $5,010. This is another pretty significant decrease from March of $1,161. And the decrease is coming from spending that money, which again, we'll talk about. And that brings our grand total net worth for May 2024 to $121,066. So this is a pretty big dip. This is one of the biggest net worth dips I have had in the last year and a bit. And it is a decrease of $2,747. So the main reason why this dip has come, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you haven't been watching my travel videos, my partner and I were living in New Zealand and traveling quite extensively over the last 14 months. And for the last probably 5 or 6 months of that journey, I was not working. I was making a little bit in income through my rental property as well as YouTube. And we are going to talk about income in just a minute. But the main reason why that dip was so significant was because I had to take money out of my RRSPs, out of my savings, in order to pay for just everyday expenses, for travel expenses, for getting an apartment in Calgary. We are now settled back here, and we're going to get into that in the life updates portion of this video in just a few minutes. Now on to income. I am sorry that I have been forgetting to include this in the previous videos, but this time I'm remembering. So income. The first one on this list is rent. So I do make about 500 Canadian dollars every month in rent. If you go back into my net worth list of all the accounts, the equity is the property that I own. I only own one property, which means we are currently renting a place, but I do make a little bit of income from that, and that's pretty consistent. The next line item for income is YouTube. Last month, I made 309 Canadian dollars on YouTube just through AdSense. I don't do really any kind of sponsorships or partnerships with anyone at this stage. I have had a few people reach out, but there's just nothing that I'm really interested in. I'd rather not have sponsored content if I can avoid it. So of course, if you guys are watching this video, you are helping make that happen. If you like it, if you subscribe, all of that helps my AdSense revenue so that I could eventually make a little more money doing this. And the third item on my income list is from the job that I have, which we'll talk about, but I made 1,625 Canadian dollars this month in income. So that brings our grand total income for May 2024 to $2,434. Vast majority of that is coming from my new job. And with that, let's go right ahead and jump into the life updates. So first things first, as you can see, I am in a different space now. And like I mentioned, we are back in Canada. We are back in Calgary. We have found an apartment. We have settled in. It has been just about a month now that we have been in this apartment. It's in such an amazing location, and I'm so excited to show you guys this area once I get to that. But we're so happy to be home. It's been lovely to see friends and family and just get back into like a normal everyday routine. It's honestly been so nice. So I did start a job and I am now working at a craft brewery here in Calgary. Super excited. Honestly, it is probably my dream job in this industry. It is the company that I really, really wanted to work for. And I was lucky enough that they were hiring exactly the position I wanted right when we got back. And I was able to start almost immediately. The team is amazing. The job is great. I can actually walk to and from work. It's about a 45-minute walk. I do plan on maybe getting a bicycle at some point to cut that down to like 15 minutes, but it's amazing. I absolutely love it. It doesn't pay ridiculously well, and that is pretty much across the board in the craft beer industry. You don't get into it to make a bunch of money. It's more about the passion and the people and having a more like relaxed workspace, and I absolutely love it. So I am super, super happy. Could not have asked for a better situation when it comes to work. The next thing I wanted to talk about is travel burnout. So if you know me in real life, if maybe you've been watching this channel, travel has been a really big part of my life, a really big goal of mine to go and do things like living abroad or going and doing extended trips in different areas, doing some solo travel. At this point, after traveling for the last 14 months, I am honestly just burnt out. I'm exhausted. I don't want to see the inside of an airport for a really long time. I'm open to things like road trips and stuff that's a little more chill, a little more local. But for now, I have really no plans to go anywhere abroad or anywhere exciting really in the next probably year or so. I do 100% want to show you guys my current backyard, Calgary, the mountains, the surrounding area. I mean, there are some places here that are absolute bucket list places to go that are just like an hour and a half away from me. So stay tuned because I will definitely be showing you guys all of that. I just don't want to be doing like long haul trips anytime soon or really going into an airport if I can avoid it. Another thing that living abroad in New Zealand has taught me is just to really appreciate where I'm living right now. Calgary has been my home for the last like 9 years, apart from the 1 year that we were abroad. And I can honestly say that coming back here has made me really appreciate this city even more, has made me realize that I truly do love it. I truly do feel and consider it to be my home. So, so happy to be back here and very happy to be laying down some more permanent roots. Going to be trying to meet new friends, trying to meet new people, and really building like a very fulfilling life here because I do not see myself living anywhere else anytime soon, like maybe even ever. If you guys have any suggestions for content ideas or if there are any kinds of videos that you would like to see me do, I mean, personally, I watch mostly vlogs and that's the type of video that I really enjoy making. I would like to do more finance focused videos as well. And of course, I want to show you guys this area. I'd love to make Calgary specific content for people who want to move here or are interested in traveling here because I really think it's such an amazing city. It has grown like crazy since we've been gone. My friend said that the population went up like 70,000 people in Calgary alone. And it feels like it. It feels like much busier, much more alive. And I just love that. But if you guys have any content ideas, if you want to see more New Zealand content, I have like hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of footage. So I have been thinking about putting together like an ultimate bucket list travel trip itinerary type of thing, or like how to see certain things, when to see certain things, where to go, when, how to save money, the best spots to see on the North Island, best spots to see on the South Island. There are a million different things I could do, but I definitely want to make sure that you guys are getting the kind of content that you want to see from me. So leave me a comment down below if there's any kind of videos that you would like me to do. And I will continue to do these monthly net worth updates as usual, as well as vlogs. And I'm so excited to have you guys along for the ride with me. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm super excited to see you guys in the next one. See you real soon. Bye.